Wow. There we go. The mic is working. Finally. Jesus. There we go. It just was not spiking at all. It had flatlined on the volume. So hello. Let's start that again. How you doing? Hope you're great. Welcome to the Hobby Corner, where we are 100% professional. 100 never of the time. Hope you're good. Man, it's been a long week for me. An exhausting day today. So I'm just here to chill, chat, have fun. We got this new magazine as well, which you know what, I was setting my mind to not bother with. Like, I battled with it, but I was like, you know what, I'll see Imperium through to the end. And then they extended the Imperium collection. I was like, you know what, yeah, definitely no Stormbringer for me. And then they gone and switched up the premium stuff, and I'm just like, see, now it's a lot more worth it for me. You absolute gits. Anyways, so yeah, I hope you are having a great Friday. I hope your week has been great. Let me know in the chat what you've been up to, what you got planned for the weekend as well. And yeah, I'm gonna hop over to the chat and do our little early bird roll call. So right at the top, we got Gunstar Hero. How you doing, dude? 2 shows in a row. Is this gonna be a habit? Thanks for being here, dude. And we got the original Kesbian as well. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Good to have you. We got Frost and Fist, Mr. Me Foss, that beautiful person from across the pond. How you doing, man? We got Nick from Idic Beer 40k, Necrons and more. There we go, because he rebranded, remember, with a Necrons. Never gets old. Good to have you on board, dude. Oh, I don't know if we can share the news, by the way. Let me know. Or is it going to be after the fact thing? I don't know. So yeah. Sneaky spoilers stuff. Waylanders wondering, how you doing, Bill? Hope you're good. Good to have you here. Lupus Canis, ain't seen you for a little bit. I hope you're well. Seriously, dude. Good to see you. We've got Nightbot in the house. How you doing? Nightbot, doing your job for once. For Captain Bazooka, whooshing in his little rocket. Hope you're good, dude. Yeah, that's all the people in for tonight so far. I'm sure we'll have more popping in and out as time goes on. Because, you know, Friday night is a very busy night for a lot of people. Especially us hobbyists who have nothing better to do than to stay at home, do some hobby, and ignore everyone else. Anyways, I can share. All right, so I've got some great news. In August, Mr. Nick, the Mr. Necron dude. I'm just gonna call you Mr. Necron. Necron Nick. How about that? Necron Nick. He is doing a YouTuber only mini tournament in August, and he's invited me to go along. He's invited quite a few folk actually, and yeah, I'm really excited. And as you guys know, I need all of that time just to get something painted. So I'm glad I got a good head start on it, and guaranteed it'll be 5 minutes before I gotta leave, and I'll go, oh, I gotta paint everything now. So I'm excited. Yeah, good to have you on, man. And thank you so much for the invite as well. So that's going to be exciting. And of course, obviously, I'll document the time there. Not too heavily. I wanna enjoy it, but yeah. And of course, if we do end up having the new edition, 10th edition for 40k come out, it's probably going to be July. They like to have that, you know, summertime. You've got 6 months to get all the new stuff out for Christmas, sort of thing. It's a nice time, and we'll see how it goes. Modeling for Advantage, how you doing? Good to have you back as well. Let us know what you've all been up to, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. And by the way, I wasn't muted, Void. It just was not connected for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Power was on, the mute button was off. There's power and everything. Everything was hooked up, but the program wanted to be, just silly. Also, as you can see, my hair is absolutely doing its own thing. Normally I've got a beanie on, not today. I thought I'd show off my lovely locks. Look at that. Hey. Anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about you lot. So, So as you may or may not know, this is finally out. Now, some sneaky people did a few months back get an early copy, and I was unable to when they did the little trial run. And there are still going to be some bits that are different from this issue to the one that was trialed. As we know, some bits and pieces are changed with the collection, so we might brush over those quickly as well. But yeah, I thought, why not open up, do a live opening. Saves me having to record and edit it, ad-lib the whole thing, and job done. I'll just cut it like post stream and release it as a video. Job done. So what are we doing? I'm doing a 30k Wolf Force at the moment, and this weekend we'll be finishing a unit of 11 Mark 6 Metal Marines. Ooh. Finally getting through that pile of shame, that backlog. Goes so far back, it's still metal. Good job, man. Nick called me Kevin Bacon. Oh no, you weren't calling. You're not calling me Kevin Bacon, are you? I don't look anything like him, which is a shame. He's a handsome guy, I suppose. Anyways, enough of that nonsense. Right, so I digress. Shall we just get some tunes on in the background? Because I'm not too worried about having clean audio. I can always just go back over it if I have to. And then let's have a deep dive. Not deep dive. Let's have a casual glance at the magazine. I'm a little bit giddy at the moment because I'm a bit of I'm a bit tired at the moment, and I've got to reconfigure this blooming. There we go. Right, apply. Okay, job done. There we go. Beautiful. Right. So let's just have a look. See. So of course, all the stuff in there. That's a fun design on there. And then of course it's got all the jargon on the back there, just to try and sell it to you as much as possible. Issue 2 being 10 of these gut ripper dudes. You're not really going to be interested in it for a little bit if you already have the Dominion collection or started 3rd edition at some point. I held off on it because 1, the money, and 2, I hadn't even really got through the 2nd edition box. I only did half of the 1st edition box, you know, so had a lot of backlog. I just didn't need it. But anyways, let's have a look. See, so we have a Knight Incantor for the Stormcast over here. It's a nice sculpt with a nice detailed base, and then we got a Kill Boss with a Stab Grot, and again a nice little base decorated with dead Stormcast dude. I really love the shields. I have to say the selling point for me on the on these new orcs is the shields, because they are very reminiscent of the old orcs, where they used to have like squig skin like stretched over the shields to make them look fearsome. We have 6 dice. Ooh. Any 6s? Yay! I win. No pile of shame. There were 40k Wolf chapter, but not anymore. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I get it. Superhero bacon, any sidekick mushrooms. Yours came with a massive cardboard sheet. Yeah, I saw the picture. Nice way to obscure your view while you're driving. So we've got the magazine. We'll have a look at that in a moment. We got a free poster. We'll have a look at that in a moment. You got your first fold out piece. Oh, okay. This is different. This is very different. Let's just move the mic over there. So normally it would like have a big army spread. It'll give you a lot of fluff about some bits of it and all that, but this, they've really listened to some of the feedback actually, because one of the things that a lot of people enjoyed, including myself, during the Imperium magazine, was that you had these character sheets where you could essentially name, you could do like a little campaign experience thing on it, you know, write their victories and their losses and stuff like that. Now this isn't exactly it, not really, but you still get a choice to name everything. So it tells you exactly what you're getting in the collection, which is great for first thing. And secondly, you can name it yourself if you want, and then it has the option to tick off build, paint and play, so you know if you've actually used them, actually built and paint them, keep track of what you're doing. And then of course it's got the other stuff as well, from the Sylvaneth and the Caradron Overlords, which are in the entire collection. I know a lot of people are going to be eyeing up these dragons right here, and this chap here, what's his name? The Spirit of Durfu, that's it. Oh, cool. Very cool. And then of course the same thing here. So you see, look, I mean, like, you get a giant, you get some big weird stuff in here. I don't even know half this stuff because it's all new stuff. Oh, we've got Goblin Fanatics and Troggoth. So yeah, Iron Jaws, Gloomspite Gits. You get quite a lot of Gloomspite Gits actually, and Crawl Boys. And that's your Forces of Destruction there. That's pretty cool. It would help if I was louder than the music. Oh, I do apologise, dude. I forgot you're going deaf, aren't you? But if I put the mic here, it's in the way. Alright. There we go. Right. I'm going to put the mic up here over the camera. Alright? You happy? Is that better? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are you listening? Are you listening? So yeah, good way to keep track of your forces and your progress, which is great because it's very easy to forget about what you're doing, or just, you know, put stuff to the side. So that's cool. Pop that down. We got a battle map as well. See how much we can unfold. It's not a half one either. You know, like normally on the first issue you get a small one as your little intro. Not this one. Let's fold it over. And this side, interestingly, it's got a lot of circles. So I'm guessing they use this as like your little deployment areas, you know. But we'll find out more as we go on. Nice detail on the boards themselves. And I'll tell you what, this card is actually just a little bit thicker than they usually are. So hopefully tearing won't happen as often. Yeah, I'm definitely a professional. Alright, and then we got the poster as well. So you got all your shilling stuff there, binders with your collection. You get your first one free, and if you're subscribed, and then you have to pay issue price for each other one after that. All the stuff, all the collections. But the poster. I'm gonna have to swap camera for this. Ooh, hello. I do love this artwork. When they first announced the 3rd edition and they showed this off, I was like, that's metal as F. I love it. It's awesome. It's just where to find a place to put it. I could always cover the old artwork. Stick it there. But it looks pretty awesome there, right? It's pretty damn awesome indeed. Oh. Ooh, let's move that out of the way. The Bulldog coming in with a wow. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Hope you're well. Alright, so let's get back to. Right, let's pop those out the way. Should we have a look at the magazine? I think that's what we're all here for. So, look, instant. Already got damage. It's not pristine now. Now I'm just upset. That's just spoiled the whole thing. I'm just gonna throw it in the bin now. No, I'm joking. Gina, how you doing? Glad you could join us. Whip round to get a lapel mic coming up. I have a lapel mic, but it's only it's the one that connects into your phone. So it's got a USB-C connector. Pop it in the bottom of your phone, and it's pretty decent actually. But yeah, no, like my machine is maxed out on everything that can be plugged into it and everything it can run and do a live stream. If I add anything else to it, it's gonna explode. So I'm not gonna mess with that. Oh, thanks, Bulldog. That's very kind of you to say so. One of his favourite Umis, right? Davide, how you doing, man? Davide. That's how he told me to say it. Hope you're good, man. Oh well, congrats on the good news that you shared yesterday about your team's promotion. not promotion, but promoting partner, I think it is. Well, you could tell everyone in the chat. Anyway, let's get to it. So, easy to tear pages. Good. You need that for when you start putting them in the folders. Got a little bit here from a Mr. Ian, and it says, "Welcome to Stormbringer. This magazine is your gateway to the world of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, a hobby where you build, paint, and battle with an army of incredible fantasy models. Your epic journey in mortal realms begins here. Happy hobbying." There you go. Oh, we've got Mr. Wolfenstone. How you doing, Dave? Everyone's just piling in now. I love it. It's great. Don't forget to hit that like button, by the way. Just to feed my ego. Nothing more. It doesn't really serve the algorithm. It's just for my ego. Thank you. Also, I need to do one more thing with the camera because it is annoying me. Configure. It's the white balance is off. There we go. Ah, see? That looks a bit clearer, doesn't it? Not really. Let's move that there. Nah, it's all as sharp as it can get. Alright, never mind. We're good. We'll be good. Mr. Fish as well, how you doing? Happy flipping Friday! There we go. Right, so we've got all our little bits here, help break it down. Notice you will have in each corner of your pages a little index bit here. For example, this says Age of Sigmar 1 under A, right? This will help you file it away in the different sections in your folders as you go on. See, Stormcast Eternals 8, Cruel Boys 4, all that stuff. Ooh, look at that. Newsagent ticket, and then of course, there you go. Boom. Buy issue 2 and receive issue 3 for free, plus fantastic free gifts. That is actually the best way to start it, is from issue 2, because you get the full, what was it? $8.99? I think the full price is. Or was it $9.99? I can't remember. No, it's $8.99. It's the full price of that issue. Yeah, it says right there. But if you're subscribed from issue 1, you're just getting the $5.99 issue. So it's £3, but you know, it's still £3. That's £3 you could donate to this channel. Hey, or join the memberships. So yeah, issue 3, you get the 5 dudes, you get this stuff on your first free gifts, but it comes in your second delivery. So if you don't have any tools and you're just starting this collection, you have to sort of make do until you get the stuff, or go to a hobby craft or something and just get cheap bits to do with it. Get your free folder, which, to be honest, you only need like 2 of them, to be perfectly honest. So if you are subscribing and you don't want more than that free one, make sure you call them up and, you know, cancel the option for receiving more binders. A brush set, the new synthetic ones, which would be fun to try out. This has actually been changed, so this goes to show actually this magazine hasn't been updated, or if it has, they haven't updated this stuff, because that was going to be the original free gift, but that was the issue 5 exclusive from the Mortal Realms magazine. And I remember a lot of people, including myself, on the feedback of the final trial from last time round, we said, look, we've got enough of this one. Maybe change it over to a different miniature, or bring back the paint racks, because in the first trial they had paint racks, the Citadel ones, as one of the free gifts. So people went, no, actually we want a miniature. Second time around to do the thing, they're like, hey, we're going to give you this miniature. And everyone's like, no, we want a different one. And now we get a different one. We get a Cruel Boys miniature. So, you know, it works. The feedback is taken into account, which is nice. And then, of course, you got a heat changing mug, which is on your 4th delivery. Okay, so first delivery, issue 3 for free. Second is the stuff. Third is the free thing. 4th delivery, that. 6th delivery, brushes. And the final one, you get the Cruel Boys one. Okay, that's that done. Yeah, to be honest, most people who are getting these magazines already do the hobby. It's going to be maybe, let's see, 1 in 10 who buy the magazines will be new to Warhammer. So, anyways, let's get some tunes on because it went quiet. Right. Okay. So, starting us off, welcome to the Age of Sigmar. Since the beginning of time, war has raged across the mortal realms. This war has touched the lives of every mortal who has lived. The prize of this war is nothing less than reality itself. Ooh. It is an age of heroes. Sigmar, the god of storms, has commanded his people to march into the mortal realms. There, great cities will be raised, epic battles will be fought, and once again Sigmar and his people may rule. But this will not be an easy task. Evil lurks within the mortal realms. Hordes of rampaging destroyers are hell-bent on tearing down civilization and slaying the innocent. Sigmar's people must remain ever vigilant, for a new battle is never far away. Victory means to survive another day, whereas defeat means certain death. Dum dum dum. So there you go. What toy did you get with this one? You get a Cruel Boys Killer Boss thing with a Stab Grot and a Knight Incantor, all from the latest edition. There you go. You'll have to watch back, dude. You were late. I'm sorry. It is a decent Happy Meal, actually. It is. Actually, this is cheaper than a Happy Meal because a Happy Meal's like $3.50 in some places. It's crazy. Right, so we got the Heir of the Beasts. So Sigmar is not only the god. Blah 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 blah, with my tongue. Just put my tongue back in. There we go. So, Sigmar is not the only god seeking to expand his kingdom. Armies surge across the realms looking to conquer new lands through strategy, cunning, or brutal displays of force. Bloody battles break out as warriors struggle to for control of vital locations or areas rich in magical resources. So those magical resources will be the magical incarnation of that realm in some kind of ore. So for example, the realm of beasts, there'll be that beast magic that will be in an ore of some kind. The realm of life, there'll be ore with this life magic infused, and so on and so forth. Storm of magic. Sigmar's armies fight against all manner of enemies in every corner of the realms. The realms are filled with both wonder and danger, from mountain-sized beasts to hideously mutated sorcerers. The further into the mortal realms Sigmar's warriors travel, the more bizarre and dangerous are the enemies they face. Only the smartest and strongest can survive. Ooh, is that so? Well, I wouldn't last 2 minutes then. I can say that. Gods and monsters. War in the Age of Sigmar is truly epic in scale. Battles are fought against towering monstrosities that are capable of crushing foes underfoot, and at times even the gods themselves stride into battle. Raw elemental magic is unleashed to reshape the realms and to annihilate the enemy. Here, history is made, and new heroes are forged. Ooh. Okay. So, we start off with the Stormcast Eternals, who are immortal warriors infused with the power of the storm. Each is stronger and faster than a normal human and has lifetimes of experience in battle. So, for Nick, who won't be too familiar, and for all our 40k buffs who are sort of kept away from Age of Sigmar, basically, these are the souls of heroes that Sigmar has snatched away before they got claimed by Nagash, the Lord of Death. And he's reforged them into these heroes. So it's kind of like a fantasy magic version of Space Marines. To put it eloquently. You know what? I'll be honest. Right, I chugged a big bottle of cider with my tea, and I had that no more than an hour ago, so just got the edge of it. Currently, I'm just drinking some Pepsi Max. Why would I say Diet Pepsi? Just to even me out a bit. So, exhaustion, alcohol, now sugar. That's not sugar because it's fake sugar. It's not going to be good. It's not going to go well for me at all. Oh, you're filthy. Karen Commissar. Hey, how you doing, man? Good seeing you in a bit. Hope you're good. Right, so there you go. That's basically what it says there. So, Stormcast Eternals are clad in mighty suits of armor and armed with weapons that blaze with crackling lightning. They have won countless battles for Sigmar against enormous monsters, vast hordes of undead, and sorcerous tyrants. Their duty is truly grave, for without the Stormcast Eternals, evil would rule the mortal realms and Sigmar's people would suffer untold torments. Therefore, each of them fights with unshakable bravery and determination. Not even death can quench the fires of vengeance that burn in their souls. So, another... No, I'm not pissed. Another point as well is that when they die, their souls get zipped right back up to Sigmar, where they can be reforged. And the first few times it's good, but the more they get reforged, the less of themselves, their personality is left, and they sort of become more brutal in their efficiency and that. So yeah, the more they die, the more they get reforged, the more jumbled in their head they get, which is fair enough, I suppose. That is very true, Void, actually. Very true. Okay, so lightning strikes. Stormcast Eternals descend to battle from Sigmar's realm, Azir, on bolts of bright lightning. They often strike directly into the heart of an enemy force. Such a blazing assault catches many enemies completely off guard. The Stormcast Eternals waste no time in cutting down their disorientated foes, for they strive to end each battle as swiftly and decisively as possibly can. There you go. Whew. If you had to banish one, would it be Chinese takeaway chips or chippy chips? Chinese takeaway chips. Love Chinese, but the chips, no good. Like a proper fish and chips. That's the standard. It's gold standard right there. So there you go. Stop distracting me with stuff, man. You know I'm like a little moth to flames of nonsense. Right, so Cruel Boys. Let's dive in. Because as I said, I haven't really had much interaction with 3rd edition Age of Sigmar. So it'd be good to learn a bit more. So the Cruel Boys are a race of vicious orcs who live in the swamps of the mortal realms. They are ravagers and raiders, and they hunt Sigmar's people without mercy. There are many types of orcs in mortal realms, all of which are hulking brutes that tower over ordinary humans. Cruel Boys are by far the smartest and most cunning of these creatures. Their power lies not just in their cruel inventions and their enormous strength, but also in their crafty tactics and violent imaginations. Cruel Boys are masters of sneaky tactics. They are infamous for luring their enemies into devastating ambushes, and they are feared far and wide for the deadly venoms with which they coat their weapons. Ooh. Okie dokie. Cruel Boys are nasty, aren't they? Nasty gitses they are. So the Cruel Boys dwell in dank swamps. This allows them to act out their violent instincts away from the eyes of civilized people. Here they build crude fortresses to protect the loot they have stolen, and they capture the vilest creatures of the swamp to use as deadly living weapons. The natural defences of a swamp make it almost impossible to attack one of the fortresses. The sucking mud alone can drag armoured warriors to their doom. Oh man, you know, that's just it's giving me like PTSD flashbacks to what was it, the Neverending Story, the first one, when the horse was in the quicksand and the boy's like crying and he's trying desperately to keep the horse out of it. The horse goes under anyway. Oh man, that stuff stays with you. Alright, pack hunters. A single Cruel Boy is dangerous, but when gathered for war in vast horde, they are almost impossible. Unstoppable. That's the word that it says. A mob of Cruel Boys can cut down a heavily armoured Stormcast Eternal in a hail of rusty blades, using their numbers to overwhelm even the bravest of warriors. If one Cruel Boy falls, two more eagerly rush in to join the fighting, for there is nothing they love more than violent battle. It does sound like Blood Axe Orcs, Mr. Void. Artax, that was it. Jesus. This is why you guys are here. Look, I haven't watched it since I was a very little child, okay? So give me a break. Oh dear. Attacks. Alright. So we have the Nightingale Arcanum. I was going to say Incarnagnum. The Nightingale. Alright. Yeah, let's put an F in the chat for our attacks. Right. There is no weapon greater than knowledge, and no cause greater than to fight for Sigmar. So, the Knight Arcanum is the sacred duty of the Knights Arcanum to find and guard these secrets and mysteries that are countless throughout the mortal realms, ensuring only that Sigmar and his chosen may use them. Use the tables below and on the next page to give your Knight Arcanum a name and story. Banging! I like a bit of narrative. So, oh look, it's telling you about rolling dice. Ooh, look, you can use your free dice. It's been a while since I've been able to catch up alive. Good to see you. Yeah, man, it's good to see you too. I noticed the last time it was an Imperium review, so oh, Mr. Fish. Wait. That is harsh. That is harsh. Okay. So the you can roll for the character traits here. So you got 1 to 6. And they got the name, first name here. Borea, Sabinus. Sabinus? I should say Sabinus, because the way I said it before could be, yeah. Aliona, Opus, Delphine, and Kana. Yeah, so there's some interesting names there. Each one has a different sort of story behind it as well. So I won't dive too much into that because be all bloody night. And then of course you got the origin story as well. So this is, so yeah, this is your character's trait. Let's just see. So okay. Oh, these are quite different each one. You know what? I will. So the first one, Borea for the first name. The result is this Knight Arcanum was an archaeologist who tried to protect her museum of artifacts from the rampaging hordes of chaos. The next one is was a warrior monk who spent her days meditating and practicing her martial skills. The one after that was a rogue stealing books from libraries. A healer leads, what was this? Was the lead sage of a tribe of healers. You know, there's all these different ones, and then over here, the origin story, you roll for it. You know what? Let's do it. Screw it. Let's do it. Artax and Optimus Prime. F in the chat for that, man. Bill says reboot idea: The Princess Bride, except it's Fred Savage reading to his daughter as she interrupts. I love it. Okay, so let's do it. I rolled a 4. Opus. Okay. It's the last name going to be. First name should be Artis. Last name should be Opus. No, I'm joking. So this Knight Arcanum was the lead sage of the tribe of healers in the realm of life, and she used her skills to help others. Okay, and the origin story number 1. When this Knight Arcanum is enraged, lightning sparks from her eyes. Ooh. So it's Opus Thunderhead. Cool. So you can write the name down here. And then great deeds. When you achieve one of the deeds listed below, draw a tick in the accompanying box. These deeds will need rules found in future issues to complete. Okay. So you have by stave and storm. If you slay 10 or more enemy models in a single battle. So that's like a nice little great deed to put down. Next one is Arcane Wrath. Roll a 12 to cast any spell. There's one, Lawkeeper. Hold an objective with this model for 3 turns in a single battle. Alright, interesting, interesting. Ooh. There we go, probably camera again. So, and then we got the Kill Boss and Stab Grot. Which, by the way, Stab Grot is just, you know, it's just... okay. So, Kill Boss combines brute strength and low cunning, and use wicked plots to get the better of the enemies. Use the tables below to give them names and a story. Okay. Let's do it. So, number 2. This Kill Boss slavers himself in foul-smelling muck to put off nearby enemies. Great. His name is Morlock. And he doesn't get a surname, but the Stab Grot gets a name. 5. Ooh. This Stab Grot is a light-fingered thief and stops to peel treasures from enemies and allies who have fallen in battle. And his name's Mean Tooth. So there you go. We have Morlock and Mean Tooth. Oh, that's just silly. Alright, and the great deeds that you can have down here is the biggest and the strongest to slay 10 enemies. Super cunning. Use a command ability 5 times with this model in a single battle. Okay. And got him, boss! Actually, I should do it more grotty, yeah? Got him, boss! Slay an enemy with the Stab Grot's prized shiv. There you go. Alright, we got a standard. This is how you build it. But of course, you don't have anything to build it with. But it does give you the safety tips and how to use all these tools for when you do get them. And they're simple enough builds. So, easy to do. And then how to paint. They've got a little introduction here. Obviously, you're not painting anything at the moment. It introduces you to base coat, shades and highlights. Gives you a couple of little tips there. And there you go. That's it. And then you have this bit. A game like no other. Bonds of Battle. So this is going to be a little introduction into a game. Okay. Interesting. What are you lot saying? Have you seen Once Upon a Deadpool? It's Princess Bride reboot with Deadpool. Oh, Christ. Dear. Alright, so... Alright, so once you've got your models together, which if you don't have the tools to, you won't be able to, so for those who don't have any tools, just use the base on the map, using the back side of the map with the rings on it. The dice, the map. On the back of the cover, there's rune markers. The back cover of this issue has some cut out wound markers that look like red triangles. You're lying to me. There are none. They lied. They lied. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? The back cover of this issue has some cut out wound markers that look like red triangles. You'll use these to track you when your warriors get wounded in battle. Wow. That's very enlightening. Enlightening, Phil. Yeah, Nick, it is a pretty decent intro mag, except that. So upset by that. That's fine. You could just draw on a bit of paper and cut the paper out. You know, it's not a big hassle to do. Ubi's forgot to put them in. And they say ain't that he's more cunning than we are. So your first battle will be between the two. Here's your deployment. You're taking what was it, kill boss up there and Narcanum down here. It's faint, but you can see the rings here and here. The map is actually split by 4 rings across and 3 down. And then your movement is from ring to ring. So first, each player places their model as shown above. Next, each player moves their model into the central area of the battlefield. The models are now in range of each other and close combat can begin. Ooh. Exactly, so free they aren't even there. No, they're so free that they escaped. Hey, right, so Stormcast attack, so I assume that Stormcast go first. It says pick up 3 dice and roll them. Okay, I will. Woo! Now it says 1s and 2s are failed hits, but I got 1 fail hit here. I got 1 successful hit here. Place that dice here. Okay, I did. If 1 or more dice have hit, go to 2. Alright. If you fail, go to 3. Hey? Very informative. Right, now I need to roll a 4, 5 or 6. I don't. I fail. We move on. So it directs you straight there. How to slay the killer boss. When you place 6 or more wound markers next to the killer boss, it has been slain. Hurrah! Use Skittles or wound markers. Eat 1 every time they're wounded. No Skittles equal dead. Yeah. Ubed. Oh no, I've been ubed. He's wounded me. Ah. Alright. We'll be nice to him, Dave. Typos happen. Alright, we got the Cruel Boys attack. So, what? He gets 3 dice as well. Whoa, look at that. Got 2 hits. Very cool. And now I need the same. They both roll the same, essentially. Hey, we smashed her in the face. Awesome. There you go. There's a little taster. And you carry on until she has 6 or more markers next to her. And she's dead. And there you go. And then you got your victory thing here. I like it. So it says like, if the killer boss is still alive, go to 3. And if you're slain the killer boss, go to 5. Which is there. And it says, if she's still alive, go back to 1. And if you've slain him, go to 6. Which is there. Shall I read the little results then? Alright. Let me announce it in character, okay? Stormcast victory. The killer boss slumps to the ground, still twitching with rage despite his terrible wounds. "Warn the others!" he yells. Before the Knight Arcanum can react, a Stabgrot hops out of a nearby bush and skitters off to find the rest of the Cruel Boys. Whether one Uruk comes or 100, it does not matter. All will face Sigmar's judgment. Ooh. Very cool. I'll have to pour some more. And then the Cruel Boys victory. Alright, let's get into character of the Cruel Boys. Actually, we're gonna need some drink for this. Just to wet the whistle. Just to wet the whistle. Get a little bit of fizzy pop. Fizzy. Woo. I don't drink too much though, because it gives me the whiz poppers. That one's for the BFG fans. Now, are we going to go for regular football hooligan voice, or are we going to go a bit wetter, more like sinister? I think wetter and sinister, since they like to hang out in the swamps and stuff, right?
Cruel Boys victory. The Knight Incarnate falls to her knees, her strength now spent. In a bright flash of lightning, her body disappears and her soul returns to the heavens to be forged once again. The killer boss grins. This Stormcast Eternal will be back, and she will bring friends. But they will all be butchered by the Cruel Boys. Yeah! Wah! Yeah! Stabby stab stab.
There you go. Some people have said I should get into voice acting, and others have said, you know what? You're just better off with the day job. Just, yeah. Anyways, there's a roundup of what you'll get. It is a great little collection. I've covered the savings of it before, but it is pretty substantial. Of course, issue 2, you get the 10 Gut Rippers, and then you get 5 Vindicators in issue 3. I mean, you get nice little forces there, which is good. So, yeah, as an introductory issue, it's actually one of the better. And you can see as each collection has gone on, they've made vast improvements. Like, remember when back with the Conquest magazines, right? There was a lot of problems with it. There was lots of typos. Things weren't so consistent. It wasn't as in depth on the narrative side of things. And then as they've gone on, they've taken on more and more, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? They've basically listened to the community. Every time they've done a little trial run, and then they've asked for the input with the little online surveys, and each time they've implemented really useful parts of that information. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. So I used to give orcs Yorkshire accents in intro games. Dark Elder Essex. Can you see my kebab? There you go. So yeah, not bad. Now we will get back to it, you know, the savings and everything, and the website, and I'll show a link. If you don't want to subscribe, you can always get it from it's Forbidden Planet. Like, you can pre-order issues in advance. So I'll throw a link up for that afterwards. But for now, I think it's more important that we get on with our show. I mean, that actually, I wasn't even keeping track, but we're bang on time now. So I think we should hop over to our community corner and see what you lot have been working on. And if you haven't, quickly hop over to Discord and upload your stuff. Or on Facebook, on the Facebook post, if you haven't got Discord. And let's go for it. I need a bit more fizzy pop for me. A bit more fizzy pop for me. Thanks, Dave. There you go. A little bit of background noise. There we go. Right. That's my last cup for tonight. Because otherwise I just feel really dried out the next day if I have too much. Okay, so this is Community Corner. So for those regulars who know already, this is our little weekly feature where we get to show off what you lot have been working on, whether it's completed works of art, works in progress, or just ideas that you have for future projects. And this week we are starting off with Waylanders Wandering, aka Bill, who has his own little channel. Go check it out. He is very good at getting videos uploaded, and he has some really interesting and helpful tips and stuff like that. He has a little video series called Skills to Scale, and yeah, you know what, like even if you've been in the hobby for a long time, he will still have something, a tidbit of information or a technique or something that you haven't thought about before. So well worth checking out. And at the moment he's working through his Star Wars Legion stuff, and he's got C-3PO and R2-D2 complete, no less, with mismatching coloured leg as well. Like, well done for the commitment to the detail, dude. They look fantastic. Look at that. Look how neat he was with the blue details, right? And you got to think, R2-D2 is probably no bigger, probably maybe even smaller than these two dice, right? These two dice. So not bad, old boy. You done all right. Done all right. Well done. And again, like I said, the miscoloured leg, spot on. Looks great. He's even got the little yellowy eyes as well. Liking it. Thanks for sharing, dude. Next up, we got Mr. Fish. So he's going to have tons of orcs for us to look at. Says 10 more boys and a mega knob conversion off the workbench. I mean, you're just mincing through all of these, aren't you? We've got lots of different names. Golrax. Dude, you gotta slow down at least just to improve your calligraphy, mate. The one at the end is called Shug Sug. You know what? I'll tell you what. The best bit about these, right, is the names. No doubt. I love it. Naru Sumako. Sumako? What was it? Sakigof Miragu? Okay. Per bag. I swear you do it just to watch me crease up. I swear. Per bag. If that ain't a euphemism, I don't know what is. Oh, go to sleep, Kevin. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, my days. Alright, move on. Moving on. Oh, there's the family photo. Whew. Okay, I like the fact that even though you've got repeat models and you have this repeating theme, you've done enough to make each one individual, not just the names, but like say for this one and this one, very similar faces, but you've got some face paint on him. Helps break it all up. I like it. And then, oh, let me know. I could tell you have fun with them. What's this? Grax? I got, what's it? Gogruga? Is that his name? Okay, I just love it. It's such an awesome conversion. And like, again, always well decorated bases, like that's just consistent across the board. Whoa, and some big knobs. Like without the context of orcs, it is Gargruga. Okay. Grax Gargruga. What kind of kid is he? No, amazing work, dude, and the fact that you're knocking them out so quickly. There you go. That's family photo of all those fun conversions you've done. I mean, they're just crazy. I still can't get over this gun here, and then the targeting squig as well. That's just so much fun. So well done, dude. It's coming along. I mean, how many points of orcs is that now? It's gotta be like more than 30,000 points easy. Are you trying to get 40,000 points for Warhammer 40k? Vicious orcs sound like the muggers from Viva la Dirt League. Next up is Mythos from Frost and Fists again. Streaming weekly. Actually, they stream later on tonight. So go check them out if you are awake at that time. 34 Kazakin Kitty Girls, nay Katsukun Girls. Very clever. Fully completed this week. Okie dokie. So these are pretty interesting sculpt. So you know, obviously it's all 3D printed. But I think the choice of having one leg armoured and the other one bare is interesting. Obviously this isn't like, you know, like a serious army. It's just jokes. I mean, they've got little tails and cat ears, but it looks great once it's all painted up and put together, you know. Like the idea is a bit mad, but they look pretty decent all together. And the paint job's great, mate. So well done. Well done. They're mad. Absolutely mad. You're only at 6,500 points. I thought you had more. Oh, orcs must be proper cheap points wise then, I guess. Bunker from Bunker Painting, streaming now and then on Twitch. Actually, it's pretty much every day on Twitch. It's been playing around with the new Imperial Fist Yellow, which come up quite nice, actually. Still painting up some Heresy miniatures as well. Oh, we got a Lieutenant as well. I think this was the limited time one. I think it was like a store commemoration or something like that. But I think it's pretty cool being able to take half the helmet away. And there we go. Well done, everyone. Looks great. Thanks for your submissions. I'm going to see if... I'm going to put my face on for now. I'm just going to see if Facebook, anyone posted up there. Alright. Have a look on the main page. Scroll down. No one's shared there. Okay. Alright. It was a very cool looking Ultramarine. You know what? We'll go back to it because it was pretty dope. I didn't give it enough airtime. Lovely stripes done there. And there's a bit of weathering going on around there as well. I want to see more of it, mate. Get a closer up picture. But yeah, there we go. That's it. Thank you very much, everybody. Right, so we've done all the price breakdowns and everything like that, but here we go. So remember before when we did this, the price breakdown, we still had these two, the Grundstock gun hauler with the Etheric Navigator 3 Sky Wardens, and you still had the Dankhold Troggoth and the 3 Rockgut Troggoths. But you didn't have Krondis, Son of Dracothian, and you did not have Gordrak, Fist of Gork. Instead, you had the Winged Lady that was on the she was in the Dominion box set, the limited release. And then you had the Killer Boss from that one as well. And again, another bit of feedback that was pretty loud in the community was a lot of people felt like that wasn't quite, because it is an overpriced sprue anyway, because it is not just limited to that box, but it's like a big character sprue. They did the same thing with Indomitus. They had that big sprue for each faction, and then they slap a massive price tag on it. So we got this instead, and I'll tell you what, that dragon right in that corner, oh, and this cabbage dragon as well. I'm all for that. Like, I love the look of that. I've never got it because obviously I don't have Oryx, but in the premium kits from Mortal Realms, I did get a small force of Sylvaneth of Corn Demons, Flesh Eater Courts, which are right here, and then the Iron Jaws. And it would be nice to add something to those Iron Jaws. All of these factions except the Flesh Eater Courts will get built upon. Actually, and oh sorry, and the Corn Demons. Apart from those two, everything's going to get built on. If you already had the Mortal Realms collection, so it's not bad. Yeah, £160 basically, because it's £2 extra per issue, 20 issues each essentially, so 40 quid for big savings essentially. Like the smallest saving is, I think it was like 38 quid, 39 quid, and that was the Carriage Overlords. So yeah, the truck, I mean, like these all add to the collection. There's nothing really random about it, which is great, because again, with Mortal Realms, these were 4 different mini forces from those different factions to include into your games, but they didn't really add to those factions. These 4 premium kits actually add to the factions that you collect. The Dragon goes with Stormcast, Gordrak goes with the Iron Jaws that you get in the collection. You've got Carriage Overlords in the collection, so they benefit from a gun hauler, and you've got Troggoths and Grots, who are gonna again benefit from more Troggoths. So yeah, the savings are there. And where was the free gifts? There you go. That's the one. Gut Ripper Boss miniature. That is the 7th delivery. Not there it is. Is that it? Yeah. Not this lady here. And actually, you know what? It must have been a last minute change, because they got the updated premium kits on the back of this, but they don't have the updated miniature for the 7th delivery. So that's quite interesting actually. So it must have been quite last minute that they decided on that. And you know what? We're happy for it for sure. So there we go. Again, like you're saving quite a few quid if you are planning on getting these miniatures. If you're planning on building these forces, then getting the magazine is worth it, because not only will it spread the cost of getting those collections over a good period of time, if you can keep up with the pace of getting things built and painted, not necessarily played, because you can keep each of the gaming scenarios and just play them whenever you can. But if you can keep up with the build and the paint schedule, it's definitely worth it. Now I'll link my old video when I get a chance. Yes. Go to YouTube, because I think the price breakdown that I did is not affected too greatly. I think there's going to be a like £20 difference between my original estimate to what you're saving now, because the dragon is a lot more of a big ticket item than the winged lady. The cabbage dragon is more closely priced to the kill boss. So hang on, I'll just studio, and I'll have a look at the video. And I have to look back a bit, actually. It was quite a while ago I did the breakdown. September. Premium breakdown and new free gift. Yeah, that was when they announced that they were going to give us Sandria Shawbolt. Yeah, so it was that sort of time scale we're looking at. Don't play it, don't play it. Oh god. I can't skip the advert. Is there a points breakdown? No, because the points shift a lot. I can't remember how often. I think it's like 2 times a year they have the General's Handbook released, and that's what's got the price, the points in it. So the army books themselves won't have the points in it. The magazines will probably just tell you rough, like they'll tell you what you need for each of the games, so it'll be balanced that way. But as far as the points wise, they won't have points in it, and there's no point doing a points breakdown because General's Handbook, it changes all the time. And then FAQs and stuff like that, so it'll take a while, but you're looking at a pretty sizable force for sure. Look at that, Foe Hammer, Stormbringer issue 1 and series introduction 11 months ago. 11 months ago. I mean, actually, come on, man, come on, do it, brother, solid. Okay, so let's just get over this advert. Alright. Oh my god. Oh, it's potato cam. It's horrible. Okay. Where is the... Aha, here we go. Right, let's do it. Sorry, I was finding the spots. So that was what we were going to get originally. Not that bloody Kevin. Right, so that was what you were going to get originally, and now you get the dragon instead. So some people might be a bit sad they're not getting this. You know, the banner was kind of cool. I think you could change the style of the banner. I think they had like, no, you don't have 2 options on this, do you? No, that's the unit. Ignore that. But you got a cool banner. You got this cool winged lady from the poster, and then you had these 3 tank dudes. Cool miniatures. They should really be in the magazine collection. And you know what? If they extend the magazine collection, they really should have this in there, because it kind of feels like you're missing something, you know. But yeah, £70 for that sprue is because it's a one big sprue. The dragon is £95, so you already got an extra £25 saving on what was already £40 just for that. So raise a hand if you think Mordheim is the best game GW ever did. It was good. It was alright. But not the best game they've ever done. But it's in the top 3 for sure. Waffle. And then the other thing was the Cruel Boys boss crew. So you got these dudes with the big old crossbows. You had that weird banner with the tongue hanging out, and then you had the killer boss on the weird like, what is that? It's just a weird looking thing. $1 million in dollary dues. Pretty much. So again, a £70 thing. I believe. Where did I put the phone? Oh, I'll put it over there. It's right next to me. Now the Cabbage Dragon, Iron Jaws Dragon. There we go. From GW Deeps, Deepity Dabs to the Dub Doobs, is £75. So there's a £5 difference there. So we're already on. You're saving the extra £30 mark. So there you go. The switch up has made the savings a lot more worth it. There you go. So yeah, the gun hauler, the 3 floaty dudes, and this chap here is what you'll be getting in the other premium. I worked it out. It's like a £5 saving on it, which is fine. And then, oh, where are we going? Yeah. So, so yeah, look, there we go. I did the research, you see. So this is what you'd be getting in that collection for your 40 quid for that premium kit. Alright, so that's around that price. But the start collecting box is already cheaper than buying the individual things anyway. So you're saving money on saving money. And then the Dank Hold Trogoth was already the 40 quid price mark, and then they were extra 30. So again, money saved on that. I can't show that. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm gonna get flagged. Skip. There we go. So yeah, you get some of these. Actually, no, I think you get all of these in the collection itself. So there you go. Oh yeah, very boring, terrible. So there you go. I'll turn it off. So, you know, I'll put a link for the video. It still stands, but you have that extra £30 saving on top of what I estimated in that video. There you go. Can't believe Kev uses light theme and no ad blocker. I don't want to block the ads on my own videos, right? I'm not saying I'll sit there and watch my own videos just to get the ads, because I don't have time. And I can't stand my own voice. I don't know how you lot put up with it, but I can't stand my own voice. But yeah, there's no point. I'm not paying for an ad blocker. Ads don't bother me too much, to be honest. No dark mode. Yeah, no dark mode at the moment. Just I didn't have it on, so sorry to disappoint all of you. But there you go. So what are your thoughts so far? So like I said, I might get the first delivery, and then put a pause on it. I don't think I could. I don't get all the monies. Do you know how much I'd have to watch my own video before I actually started getting money? It's crazy. Anyway, as I say, I don't do this for the ad revenue. I do it for the subscription and the merch. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But no, essentially, what was my point? I've lost the plot completely. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. That's the collection. Nice little intro. I am thinking still get the first one because I'll be getting an issue for free. So I'll just be paying for one issue. And I can keep one for myself. You know, the duplicate of issue 1, and just give the other one to the boys to paint. So like I'll put them together and just, they can paint them, have fun with that. But yeah, no, I don't think, because I want to see the end of the Imperium collection, and I already put a 3-month pause on that. So I'm 3 months behind everyone else. I'm 3 deliveries behind everyone else. So that's already extended it much further along. So I don't think, as much I really would love to do it, but at the same time I've got so much. So, and you know, I've got X amount in my budget, you know. So I got to live within my means. And yeah, Kev, let's be real. It's money, you would do it. How do you pay for all these books? Well, partly because I work, and partly because I got some fantastic people who make donations during live streams, or they use the affiliate links, and that accrues over time as well. So whenever they get themselves stuff for their projects and that, they go to Element Games, got that link, or they order issues off of Forbidden Planet. On the odd occasion, someone will actually buy some merch as well, which is great. I don't really get much for merch either because I put it on the lowest price possible that it will let me. But it all adds up. It all adds up over time. So, but yeah, I do this just for the fun of it, really. And if whatever the channel makes, it just goes straight back into the channel, because then, you know, I can do more content for you guys. That's what it's all about. And you know, I have got the Buy Me a Coffee membership and the YouTube memberships. Buy Me a Coffee has got a few more tiers in it. I still haven't got round to putting those tiers on the YouTube side of things as well. But you get some nice little extras like early access to videos, behind the scenes stuff, some random updates and that, VIP chat in the Discord server as well, and all that stuff. Thanks. Oh yeah, don't forget the social one. That's to Linktree, that has every link on it, including the new affiliate, which we got from Colourforge. So the best spray primers you can get on the market for your money. They contacted me a couple of weeks ago. They asked me to apply for affiliate because they just started their affiliate program. And yeah, I'm all set up as an official affiliate. So there'll be a link on that Linktree one. And yeah, if you don't want to get it from, well, you can get it all from Element Games. If you get it from Element Games, you'll get yourself a nice little discount. You can use the loyalty points as well, and if you use the code, then you also get yourself bonus loyalty points. Or if you want to buy straight from the source, the Colourforge, you can do that as well. They actually give me a bit more of a commission than Element Games does. I'll be transparent. Element Games gives me a 5%, but Colourforge will give me a 10%. And if you spend £50 or more, you get free shipping with the Colourforge. So get yourself 5 rattle cans, because they're a tenner each all across the board. Free shipping, and they will last you quite a long time as well. So there you go, transparency all round. First of all, Ali Savinka, I hope I said it right. Welcome to the chat. Would it be worth for the first 15 issues premium so I can get the big dragon? So you can do that, but the problem is the premium price is split over 20 issues per per premium. So think of it like this: it's £2 per issue over the whole collection of 80 issues. So that's £160. So that's £40 per issue, or sorry, per premium. So they will take off the rest. So if you stop the premium subscription there, they'll still ask you to pay the rest that is owed for it. And if they've done that for the previous collections, I don't see why they would stop doing it now. So there's no way of getting out of paying the 20 quid. But to be fair, sorry, the 40 quid. But to be fair, £40 for the dragon, that's the freaking, like, that is like, woo, you know what I mean? So and I think first delivery, if you subscribe from the first issue, you get issues 1 and 2. Then you'll get 3, 4, 5 and 6 in the next one. So that's your second delivery. Then 7, 8, 9, 10. That's your third. 11, 12, 13, 14. It's your fourth. And then in your fifth, you get 15, 16, 17, 18. So you would have already paid premium for 18 issues anyway. So they'll just take the £4 off from issue 19 and 20 just to level it out. So I hope that clears that out for you. I hope it makes it clear. You know what I have done, Nate? I have actually bought a coffee there. By the way, hello, Nate. You went a bit quiet on us for a bit there. This just in. Kev watches all his videos for extra ad revenue. Details at 11. Don't say that, because they could actually investigate me for it. Let's move that out of the way. What we got here? Oh, Frandog's in the chat. How you doing, mate? Glad you could join us. Because I live in Australia, do I need to put the codes in upside down? Yes. Or just hang upside down like a fruit bat. And backweeds. Can you pay the extra tenner? Me. Basically. So this is a lot of subscription explaining. I'm expecting pie charts, spreadsheets next, or an abacus. You get none of that. I'll tell you what. Out of my little wheelie bin, got a little hammer for you. There we go. Sold to the highest bidder. Said to drop bears on him. Oh dear. You know what? I actually saw an advert. Because my aunt, she lives out in Australia. She's lived out there for 30 years now. And then they're now doing a massive recruitment drive to get more Brits over to Australia, because they've been having some worker shortage, and apparently on the advert it says like you'll be able to negotiate higher wages and stuff like that, which is in theory cool, but then you got to think like I'm not a big fan of the politics over there. Like, our politics is bad enough. Theirs is a whole different thing. And then you've also got the giant ass spiders that will hide in your sunscreen shield thing in the car and just drop out on your lap and make you crash. You've got black widows, which will like just bite you in the arse when you go for a poop. You've got snakes that will just come at you because you're the only bit of shade in a heat wave. Like, your pool will probably have a croc in it at some point. Like, nah, you're right. So, you know, they've always been doing that. Police officers is a huge one. Yeah. I don't know. Is it because it sounds more scary if there's a British police officer rather than an Aussie officer? Because the Aussie one would just be like, like, all right, mate. Hey, pack it in. Won't you pack it in now? No, I can't do Australian. I can't do accents on demand. I have to slip into it. But like a British officer would just be like, hello, what's going on there? What? You knock it off right now or I'll knock you off. Don't forget funnel web spiders. Yeah, can't go out in the bush. No way. Of the top 10 most venomous creatures, I think 8 are from Australia. Yeah, pretty much. It's madness. Absolute madness. So, nah, thanks. Like, please stop with the accents. I will never stop with the accents. Never. Anyways, any more questions regarding the magazine? Because the only person who's going to know more than me is Ross Graham or Fohammer himself, because he gets all the information directly from them. Me, I get a little bit off him when he's allowed to tell me, and the rest is guesswork and legwork. So, you know, you want a snake? I'll just get one from the backyard. Speak like a Frenchman. Well, hey, no, wait. A comedic Frenchman from LOLO, or an actual Frenchman? You have a question. What size staples do they use? They don't use any staples. I assume you talk about the magazine, in which case, not Australia, because that's a bit weird. But it's just got glue on the back, on the spine, so you could just tear the pages out. What is carbon footprint? What's its carbon footprint? No idea. You have to contact them yourself for that. Did it make you sad when you ripped it? I didn't rip it. It was already ripped. Possibly because of a little extra glue on it. The comedic one. Good morning. I have much important information. Oh no, I'm not doing it anymore. Where do they source the paper from? Again, you'll have to contact them. Is the ink very inky? No, it's laminated paper, so it's hard to tell if it's inky. Alez says, so if I get it right, I can cancel after 20 issues of premium and get practically Big Dragon for 40. I don't have to pay premium for the rest of the 60 or so issues. That's true. But it will mean that you won't be able to restart the premium part of the subscription. So now again, this is how they used to do it with all the other collections. They might tweak it a little bit because you might get a lot more people signing up on the premium and then ditching it like you would after said thing, and they might ask you to restart the collection, because I believe the subscription can't be started any later than issue 4 or issue 5. So it would all depend if they've changed that or not, whether or not you could just take the premium bit off, pay what's due for the first premium, and then carry on the rest of the subscription as normal. But yeah, you wouldn't be able to restart the premium part of the subscription thereafter. So there you go. I hope that helps. Will it support the weight of an unladen swallow? Yeah, because swallows are quite light. Hollow bones and all that. Has the swallow just been to the chippy? Won't make much difference to its weight. It could probably only eat half a chip. African or European? There we go. That's the question I should ask back. No, the Chinese. What? What are you on about? Nate's asked, I did buy into the subscription during the first AOS and Nighthaunt one, but the company that handles it was terrible in Australia. I got 6 issues and then they just stopped. But we're happy to take my money. Oh, that sucks, dude. That really does. Hatchet, they had a bit of a patchy start during the Conquest magazine. The customer service department was just ill-equipped for the demand. So stock was a problem, the customer service was struggling, and then at some point during the Mortal Realms magazine, they changed over to a new customer service support team, bigger customer service. They made sure they had plenty of stock for everything, and it went a bit smoother after that, and they've just been knocking it out of the park since there. So you got to remember, the customer services, if they're handling these magazines, they're also handling all of the collections that Hatchet do. Hachette, should I say. So they won't know the intricate ins and outs of everything off by heart. They would have to do a deep dive through the system to find everything and that, and they're not going to be familiar with everything. So you just have to keep that in mind when you do contact them. This makes what? Sounds to me like they left some of us convicts in the UK. It went to the Chinese rather than the chippy keep. Oh, okay. Okay. Right. Well, it wasn't clear, was it? So, thanks for clarifying. Most of them joined the Met. Ooh, controversial. Send in the Chinese eating swallows. You mean the Chinese takeaway eating swallows? Those are Chinese eating. Could you imagine little swallows just trying to eat Chinese people? Oh dear. They come after us next, won't they? Load them with drop bears. Airborne assault. Oh dear. I don't think they could carry them, could they? Alright, so it is 10 to 11. This is normally when we start winding down. So yeah. If you haven't got any more questions on the magazine, I'm going to call it a night. So yeah, once again, it's a good deal. Like those first two premium kits, you save quite a fair bit on top of the savings that you had before. So yeah, a lot of people are gonna get multiple subscriptions. But to be fair, it's only, I don't know if it's worth doing that, to be honest. I don't think you'd save the money over those first 20, but there you go. Ah, Darren, you gotta speak up in the chat a lot earlier, dude. It's good to have you in the chat, man. Thank you for being here. No pie charts or spreadsheets, no drop bears either. Apologise. Right, so shield time. So as I mentioned before, hop over to the Element Games link, use the code, get yourself bonus loyalty points, good discounts and everything on there. Helps the channel out. Liking, sharing, subscribing does the same thing. Go to Forbidden Planet. Again, we've got a link for that as well. If you want to get the issues without getting a subscription. Don't forget they're still doing the Imperium as well. They got up to issue 86, I think they have, but they're missing 83 and 4. So go there, grab what you want. And yeah, if you want to go a little bit extra, we do have a new Colourforge affiliate link. So you can support the channel that way. But just liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving a comment after the show, that all helps the channel out, makes us more noticeable on the algorithm. And yeah, bring more people in, join the Discord as well, it's free to do so. We've got a link for that as well. And we're all friendly sad bastards on there. Join it just for the memes. The memes are great. And yeah, I think that is going to do it for the shilling. Now, for the new people, you're going to be a bit confused, but this is our little traditional send off. Oh yeah, don't forget, join the Buy Me a Coffee or YouTube membership like these beautiful folk have. Lupus Canis, Tabletop Ready Minis, Gina Doherty, Scuba Pairs, David Young, Zero Honor, Gunstar Hero, Gina Doherty again, and Waylanders Wandering. Don't forget, you get a shout out on every video at the very least, but you unlock so many more perks as well, so go check it out. It's worth having a look. It's only a couple of quid every month as well, and you get to see more of this face. He's gonna pay to see that. Alright, big loves, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. important information.